All right, greetings one and all. Welcome to Wednesday's overnight trading session with 18 trading strategies. So, looking back on the day, we had kind of a crazy day. We're still in a lion market, I believe, but we're getting more bullish by the day. Truly, we are. So, I didn't stick to my plan. I started listening to people online, and I wound up buying a call option. And then I got in on another call option. And I think I got in about right here, around here. And then I got in again down here. I bought another one. And kind of evened out. I lost about 70 bucks, which wasn't great. You don't ever want to lose money, but you, at least it wasn't as bad as it could have been. So anyway, um, yeah, here we are. So we had the FOMC today, and everything I heard from Jerome Powell seemed to be pretty bullish to me. He said the economy was fine, no need to cut rates. And then um, I saw a lot of volume come in during his whole thing, and bam, we had a crash there, but low volume, right? And it just seemed like low volume all throughout the day, and everybody was just waiting for this period. And I think everything was just proven to be bullish in the end. And so I think we may just have confirmation here that we are on our way up. Doesn't mean that I still don't expect a pullback, but you know what? I was thinking maybe this is the pullback, you know? If we just look back at the daily. Oh, wait. Let's go 3 butts up here. Yeah, here we are. And let's just look at the daily real fast and see what we see. Right? We're still in supply zone 1, and I think we're just obliterating that right now. Let me just take off these trade executions here. Okay, so get a better view. We'll delete one of these lions. Don't need him around. Got our guy right here. So, taking a look. So there's the drop, right? We're going up. Little pullback here. Probably just another pullback on the way up, maybe. That's what I'm suspecting. And tomorrow, I'm probably just going to be sitting out, and I'm probably going to be investing in oil futures or something like that. Probably stay out of the options game for a little while. Uh, it's getting a little too dangerous out there for me. Like it's getting hard to call it every day. Whether we're going to be up or down. I mean, look at that big old green candle on the previous day, and we're starting off anew. So I mean, that very well could be our pullback right here. We may just consolidate for a while before going up or down again. But if we do go down, I do expect support at around 5519, the lower ranges of the 5500. Uh, let's see. Let's get a closer view here. It's all getting kind of confusing. All right, so that's the right there. Well, that would be the key level. Actually, yeah, 5588. Yeah, the upper ranges of the 5500. So if we do have a further pullback, which today really wasn't indicative of such a thing, I don't think anyway. I think it more confirmed to us a bullish move. We had a bullish engulfing, you know. We had a wide range. We broke the low of the day, and we also went up to the high. But we closed right here, so that tells me we still got more liquidation to take out here. And but I don't know. Maybe market makers just ready to go now. Maybe they have all the buyers, and maybe they've just offloaded, or actually built their positions, and maybe we're ready to just let retail take this up. I'm not sure. Not entirely sure. Still kind of confusing out there, but we're going to try our best. I mean, we had a tough night last night. Lost most of our trades, but we wound up winning in the end with our revenge trade, something you probably don't want to do, honestly, as a regular practice. But you know, we are testing our conviction and our ideas, and it worked out in the end. So, woot woot. All right, so let's go back to the 5 minute. And here's the start of today's candle. You know, we see just a big doge right now. And we have the POC right there at 56.45. So let's see what's happening. RSI is pretty high on the daily. That does tell me maybe there is room for a pullback. Looking at this range, I would not be surprised to hit the previous low of day again and test this tomorrow. But man, that's going to be tough work. It's going to be tough work. All right, so let's go here. Let's go to the 5 minute. And let's see. Let's see what's happening right now. RSI is towards the bottom right now. And I think I'm going to be inclined toward more towards the bullish side tonight. And we'll probably just wait a little while. I don't know. Start a little early tonight. But hey, that looks good. I think I'm just going to go ahead and enter in. Let's see. A trade. Buy. We're going to buy 2. Okay. And we're going to have a good stop with 500 there. And let's see how she goes. First trade of the night. We won't waste any time. We're at the bottom of the RSI. I suppose our target will be upper band of the VWAP. 1 standard deviation. That's how I have my VWAP set up. So let's see how this plays out. I don't have a general idea yet in the overnight of like the major move. It looks like we went up first. Well, actually no, we took a little dip first. So that tells me we're probably on the general direction up. Let's see. I think we do have a channel here. Let's just get this out of the way for a second. So, looks like we just broke this channel. Could be a big bear flag there and bam bam. But let's see the volume. Where do we see the volume on? We do see the volume on the red, but look, we have this previous green. At the resistance level here. So tap, tap down, right? This candle looks like you have volume. And then we saw some resistance there, pushing the prices down. And the sellers came in, and they came in strong right here. So that could just be a mixture of sell-offs and profit taking. So we'll see, shorting and profit taking. But we'll see. Looks like this is a good reversal candle here. So that's why I entered in. We're negative on the trade so far, though. We'll see how she works out. So I don't expect any big runners tonight or anything. I expect a lot of choppiness still, so probably quicker scalps in and out, which is actually works against me. You know, I'm not so good at that yet, but maybe it'll work out. Our target is either here or this upper resistance zone here, upper supply side. So we'll see what happens. And since I do expect to be at a disadvantage tonight with all the choppiness, I'm just going to rely heavily on the VWAP and the RSI indicator. We're going to be looking for sells up here and buys down here. Very simple. We're going to be looking for the end of the momentum of a move before we actually enter in. And we might actually just make it a hard, fast rule, like tonight at least, to not enter in any trades unless it's like right here, 70 or 30. May have entered into this trade a little too early. But one thing we can also practice, right? We can just set this up for DCAing into positions too. if everything looks right. So we are up 5,000 now. We're making progress, steady as she goes. And we've been doing all right. Let's just keep that winning streak going. Hopefully, it doesn't take us staying up past midnight tonight to do so. Okay, so I was just in and out of that trade really fast. That was a real fast move. A lot of people got stopped out looking to short there. So we're just going to let that go, let that run, see how high it gets. And we're going to be looking for a short on the other side. We are at a pretty good level. So I don't know. That's just moving too fast for my blood right now. We're going to wait for the RSI to get a little higher. Boy, that's a pop right there. Maybe I should have held on. Just got a little too scared. That's some real volatility tonight on the Asian session. So, wow, surprised. See, and it's things like this, folks, that makes me think, yeah, we're going to be going up. We're going to be going up. Look at the size of that candle, all the way up to the next floor. Okay, very good, very good. So we're seeing 70. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do one order. Put the stop over here. I'm going to put it at a pretty good distance still, 500 on one contract. And I expect this to lose momentum pretty soon, so. Wow, right through. We might just get stopped out here. Okay, quick rejection. Lots of volume coming in too. What is that? 4,000. 4,000 transactions. Wow, very good. All right, so it's coming on back down. When you see a real rip like that and then a big wick, I expect it to come down pretty quick. So we're just going to go ahead and exit that for another profit. As I said, we're just scalping and real quick in and out because this is scary stuff, folks. Scary stuff. So 2 trades in, 100% winners so far. And there's a real divergence on this moving average. That's why I only decided to DCA in. But we may just go ahead and DCA in again. Let's do that. Put it up here at 500 again. In fact, let's just make that a standard here. Egg 500. There we are. So hopefully when I click that button, it just goes ahead and does that for me. So does that work or what? No? Okay. Alright, I'll just do it like this. It's fine. So once I see this start to converge a little bit, I will go ahead and add to my position. But it looks like this level's holding up for now. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take that profit. Why not? And just go ahead and enter in again. Just in case. Just in case it stirs on us. There we go. I don't know what the delay was about there. It's a little delayed. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we're coming down. This thing is convergent again, so we're going to sell another one at market. I wonder if it's just my connection. Maybe it's my internet connection, huh? I don't know. It looks okay. Oh boy, I don't know what to do here. Everything's grayed out. I don't know why. Am I able to close out or what? Oh, what's going on? What is happening? Can I close? Oh my goodness. What is going on here? Connectivity issues, I guess, folks. We're just gonna have to do this. Okay, I did close out. I don't know if that was a winner or what. Oh, that's what's up. Okay. All right, all right. Everything seems to be normal again. Hopefully. Let's see if this wins. We're up here. Oh no, we don't want that way up there. We're just gonna have a tighter stop because I am scared. I think we're good on this trade. Just don't want to get stopped out right now. But what this could be, and what I'm watching out for, if this is just a little relief pullback before going on up again, you never know. Let's see what the volume profile is like. Yeah, we did get stopped out. That was a loser. Let's see what happened. Oh man, we're under 5,000 again. What happened here? Count history. So that was a loser. Winner, winner. Okay. All right. It's just a loser. That's all. We lost that one. A little too hasty there. But yeah, I mean, we might just do well to just keep going long. Boy, I should have just held on to that first trade. Look at this. This is crazy. Bam. Going on up. Oh, let's see. Where would be the next place we would want to enter in? Probably right here. RSI is pretty high, though. This definitely looks like a short to me. You know what? We're going to do just one contract on the short side from now on. And we'll do two on the long. I just need those averages to come together just a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to do it. Go ahead. Let's do it. If I didn't get winners, they're winners, right? And we're looking for this target down here. It's $25 tick there. Let's set our stop before we get too carried away. Lower volume on this candle. People are probably just still holding. Okay, I'll take $50. Fine, I'll take 50. Now what's going on here? We're at 5,000 again, 5,000 even. We're forming a new POC up here. It's on low volume anyway. Okay, all right. Still towards the oversold territory. I'm gonna go ahead and sell, and yeah, see what's happening here. I'm not gonna enter in another one yet because the stop just gets too low. That's why I lost on that other one. So let's see what happens here. We can bring this down a little bit, just right above the candle here. 387. Okay, these averages are getting closer. See how this consolidates here. I expect to break back through here just for a second. At least bounce off the upper band of the VWAP. I mean, this thing can't just keep going, I don't think. Maybe it can. I expect to see a large red candle soon. This is definitely not a place to go long, that's for sure. Okay, seeing a red form. Got a wick to the top. Let's see what's happening. It's interesting. For sure. There we go. You know, I'm feeling good about this. We'll just go ahead and add to that. Oh, watch me get stopped out. If we keep losing too much, I'm going to widen my stops. Oh boy, there we go again. Alrighty. Let's just keep going. I'm thinking this is coming down eventually. Got to, right? What goes up must come down, they say. Okay. Looking a little tamer there. I think we're losing momentum on this move. I mean, I see lower volume each time. Okay, there we go. All I'm waiting for is just gonna wait until this RSI comes down here. Then I'm gonna reverse my position again. But man, I'm probably just gonna get stopped out again. This is fast and furious here. No relief bounce, no relief pullback, no nothing, just straight up. Interesting stuff for sure. It's like, isn't this supposed to go up and down? Oh boy. All right, we're just gonna wait a little bit, I guess. No, I'm not gonna wait. Forget that. Forget that noise. We're up to the previous high of day. We're already up there. All right, so we've lost 1,000. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna DCA into this. We're gonna bet 1,000. Actually, what would put us? 1,125. How about that? There we go. A little higher. I'm waiting for the move back down. Waiting for the move back down. Because I know it's coming. It's just a matter of when. Okay. This might have just a little bit more room to go. I'm going to go ahead and DCA another one. I'm going to go ahead and put this above the previous high of day. Really not worried about numbers right now. I mean, the RSI is way up here. I'm expected to move. I might actually just go ahead and add one more. Catching the fallen knife on the inverse side. Because my indicator tells me to. Crazy, right? Well, let's see. Our target's going to be here. So when we get down here, we're going to be looking to sell. Or buy. Close out the position. You know what I mean. Okay. Looks like we got a little bit of a move going on. I'm just looking for this to flip here. All right, let's go. Oh boy. Little wick forming. Yeah, where are the sellers at? Come on, sellers. Let's go. Yeah, they're on vacation today. Or something. They've all turned into buyers. Is the market maker going to come and save us or what? Keep these prices down. Doesn't look like it. Oh man, doesn't look like it. If I see this come down and we're still hanging out up here, I am going to exit this position. I don't want to lose $2,287. Even if it's play money, I still want to stay ahead on this thing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add one more. Bring my stop down. So this thing's about to flip here. Hopefully we get a faster move down. But I don't see any stops. And that's the same thing. Alright, I'm going to get out. This is too scary. Too scary. It's like, where would the stops be? I have no idea. Are there any stops? Who's supporting this? Alright, red Doge. I like it. I like the look of it. I'm going to put this up here. I'm just going to keep hanging this stop up out here. I don't expect it to break through just yet. We are exhausted on this move right now. That was fast. Go ahead and add another one. Just waiting for it to just break. To bounce off of this upper VWAP at least. I know it wants to. Has to. Right? Doesn't it have to? Don't know if it has to do anything. But let's see. I mean, it's really respecting these levels. I mean, I drew these lines pretty well. Maybe I get credit for that. Let's see, what is this? Don't know what that is. Previous line from some place else. It's from some other time and some other place. We're in a new era now. New trade, new day. And we're losing big so far. See, this is where I get burned every time. I try to oh, we're going up. FOMO buy in, and then it just reverses on me. Got to be confident. I don't know where our lion is, so we're just going to replace him right now. Put another lion out here. Just remind ourselves, hey, this is scary stuff. I probably wouldn't even be trading right now, tell you the truth. On real money, I'd probably be sitting out for a little bit. Maybe a week or so. Going up to test that resistance again. I guess it's looking for the high of day, the previous high of the session. Let's see if there's any gaps or anything that we need to look at for. Fair value gaps. No, don't think so. That was yesterday's open. So we opened up there and then just a steady decline down, and then at the very end had that big OW. Going back up. Man, that RSI is so high. I kind of want to just do an all or nothing right now. Come on. Come on down. Gonna be looking for at least a 1600 to 2000 on this trade. Well, actually, no. I mean, short trade, right? I know I have my stop way up here, but where else am I gonna put it? So this VWAP, that's my target. Unless it, hopefully, it just breaks through really fast. I don't know. It's either this VWAP up here or this level of support. Either or. Ready to exit as soon as we have some profit on this. I may just be exiting my trades too soon. Too soon. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so it wants to break, but we had good rejection there, so I almost just exited out of this thing real quick. So really, I'm looking for a bounce back, but it may not happen. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. They want to break the previous high today, I guess. This is awesome. I mean, for the market itself, you know, maybe we're coming out of the slump for good on our way back up. I wish I was still holding my first trade. We'd be golden. I think 2 contracts is enough. Just wondering when this move is going to come in. I mean, the RSI just keeps getting higher and higher and higher. How much momentum do we have? About a 3 point separation on those averages right now, so it tells me that this thing is coming to an end. But the whole thing is like we may just be consolidating in this channel for a little while before going back up. And I may just have to cut my losses when it gets back near down towards my entry. But we'll see. Seeing some seller absorption going on up here. I hope that's what I'm seeing. And you know what? Since we had that move, I'm gonna put the bull here. It's a bull market now. I mean, what else are we gonna call this, folks? I mean, what else do we need to see? How long are we gonna be, you know, hard headed before we understand? Like this thing's going back up. You know, if you don't change your mind soon enough, you're just gonna be left behind. But I am looking at a drawback here. Hopefully, I'm thinking. See how she reacts off of this area of support. But I expect it to just fall through back to this upper band of the VWAP, maybe to the middle, hopefully, but probably right here if we go past that. So I'm ready to exit this short position really quick, even though the RSI is still pretty high. But I don't know. We still have a fight up here. Shows me a lot of buying pressure. Man, anybody gonna take their profits from down here? Like, what's going on? I don't think we've even had the volume to cover that candle. 5.82K, 2, 3, okay, 5. Well, that's still going up though. Maybe a lot of people were just taking profits in the middle of these candles, huh? Maybe. Maybe. So, just thinking about market makers' plan, I believe the past 2 weeks, I thought they were just trying to get more short positions to go further down. But I don't know. That still may be the case. This could just be a big old fake out, and we do have a pullback coming before we go up again. I don't know. I have no idea right now. It's uncertain. I have to see how this all folds out tonight. But I don't even know if I'm going to enter into an options contract tomorrow. We'll see. Depends on how my confidence is after seeing how the market behaves tonight. But yeah, everything Jerome Powell said. I mean, I didn't hear anything too bearish. It's not like the sky's falling or anything. Not from what he said. And it makes me wonder, right? Shouldn't we have had more momentum on this move up? You know, it still seems to me like there's a big pullback planned. But for now, we are in the bull market. The bulls are running right now by the appearance of everything. By all appearances, it looks like the bulls are running. Okay, so we're coming back. Coming back to our entry point. We're still above the RSI. I mean, we're still above this band here. Still in overbought territory. Purple is underneath the gold right now. You do have a good divergence between the two averages. So let's see. Let's see. If we start to scale, I mean, if we start to range sideways again, maybe like the next two, three candles, if this doesn't drop, I'm going to exit. You know, that's what I'm going to do. But look, fair value gaps all down here, right here, and then another one, a huge one right here. So if you notice, all buys, right? Buy, 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 buy. Looks like some big money maker just did that, trying to, or some person, maybe just retail, lots of money just bought back in because they're like, hey, we're in the bull run now. Buy the dip, right? They didn't buy the dip. They're buying in late, honestly. But hey, what are you going to do? Lots of propaganda out there to fight. Maybe that was some old person's retirement fund. And they're like, okay, I'm going to buy back into the SPY. I don't know. Okay, so we see it. Rejection up here. Buyer absorption going on. Whoever did this, they're done. And it doesn't look to me like they're a short term scalper or day trader or nothing. They're just a long term holder, whoever they are. So I expect this to just drop pretty soon. And hopefully this person doesn't freak out. They just hold on because, yeah, we are going up eventually in the long run over the next few months. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully these sellers come in already, huh? So you see this? We're coming steadily down into the zone again. Once it dips here, I'm really going to think about just exiting. Taking my losses like a man. But with such big swings, you know, it's hard to have a good stop anywhere. Like, where are you going to put your stop? You really got to be patient and wait. And maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just be patient and wait. Wait until I get, you know, some good defense that's closer, where the RSI is down here, then buy. Everything is pointing north right now, so. But we got a lot of room to go to get this RSI down again. But is it going to happen? Who knows? I mean, it may just bounce, 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 bounce. But how many times can it bounce before it just breaks through? I mean, that's a good question, right? But on the inverse side, you know, when everything looked bearish, you saw this at the bottom with the RSI down here. Yeah, that would be a buy. You know, we always saw a V. So I expect to see a V. Inverse. Inverse head and shoulders, right? Can't tell you how many times I see head and shoulders pattern on the comments all the time. And I'm on the opposite side. I'm like, oh. Anyway, we're just gonna wait. Gonna wait. So this actually reminds me of earlier today. I was in a call, right, like I showed you before, and we were up in here, and we were right under some average EMA or something. The EMA, and we were just hanging out up there for a while. And I was just wanting to pop through to the next level, and then I would have been out with a profit. And I was thinking, man, I was like, if this thing doesn't like break in the next 20 minutes, I'm out. And I didn't get out, and boom, it just plummeted on me, unfortunately. And then I was in pain for a long while until it came back up again. So maybe that's what it'll do. It'll just come over and then boop, drop, and then later on come back up and maybe dip a bit, and then we'll probably end above previous session's high of day, previous high of day. We'll see. We'll see if my crystal ball is working tonight. I doubt it. So while we're just waiting, I thought I'd share with you my plan. I'm probably just going to stay out of the market, the S&P 500, for just a little while. And I was just looking at UCO, and you know how crude oil futures have just plummeted lately. And I'm thinking we're due for a reversal soon. So UCO is a ETF that exposes you to 2 times leverage on that crude oil's futures index. So, as it goes up, you can buy that and it'll go up with it. I just don't have enough cash to cover the margin to buy those futures just yet. So you just got to play with what you got. All the bears are scared right now. I wonder if somebody at a hedge fund just like clicked the wrong button and they're like, "Oh no, I bought all those entries at once." Wouldn't that be funny? Now they're probably getting chewed out by their boss. Like, what did you do? We're supposed to only like enter in small positions. 50, 50 order blocks, not 500. This is the overnight session. That'd be funny. I can see that happening right now. Some Asian dude in Hong Kong getting chewed out by his boss. Now he has to do a ritual or something to win his honor back or something. I don't know. No. Yeah, stay lighthearted about this stuff. Because you know what? A lot of people lost money there. I mean, look at that. They stopped a bunch of bears out. A bunch of bears were shorting over here somewhere. And one person probably shorted up here and they're like, yeah, I'm the man. Woohoo, I'm all in profit. And then 3 candles later, boop. Imagine if they didn't even have a stop and they're just like in pain right now, hoping for a pullback so that they could get out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that stuff happens. And I'm only in for 2 contracts, right? Imagine if you were in for like 10, 20 contracts right now with like, millions of dollars in your account, but you're seeing like neg 500K right here. That'd be crazy. Neg 500K. Oh, man. That's why it doesn't really matter about the account. I mean, the amount, folks. It doesn't really matter about that. All that matters is your fundamentals and your soundness and your logic and your timing, a little bit of luck. But really, just be reasonable. Don't let yourself be manipulated so easily. And if you're right, stick with your conviction there. Don't let people push you off, like I did this morning. Goodness. Well, I'm expecting a rally. Trade what you see. I'm like, nah, man. I'm gonna be looking for the big short. And I should have just waited, like I said I was gonna do, and I would have had the perfect entry, and it would have been awesome. But unfortunately, I did not listen to myself. I listened to other people, and I paid for it. Well, that's okay. You live and learn. Live and learn. Sometimes you got to find out like how smart another person really is, or if they just talk out their butt all the time. Some people get lucky. All right, so here we go. We're in profit now, I think. We haven't quite dipped in there. I think we will make it to at least this bottom band. And we'll we'll just go ahead and get out because I'm not feeling good about this. I'm thinking this is just going to bounce, 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 bounce. So we're going to wait. And I'm just going to mute this mic and we're just going to wait until we see a good long entry and then we'll be back in. So actually, this may turn into a good short entry. It just depends on how it acts off of that resistance there. We have a new POC forming right above us. So if it rejects off of there, if it channels in this very narrow channel we're in right now for a little while, maybe like one more candlestick, looks like another good short entry to me. I may just go in for one contract. You know what? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. We're just going to sell one. We can't let the market scare us. I mean, come on. Got to be bold. Got to be brave. I expect it to break now because this thing is coming up so close. We're so high on the RSI. I expect it to break. At least come back down here. I mean, that would be a normal move, normal pullback, but what exactly is normal in this market right now is anybody's guess. I'm going to bring our stop down a little tighter. We'll go 250. Let's do a little bit of noodling on the guitar while we just wait for this to play out. It's like the Bears are really scared. They don't want to come out and play. You know what? I'm growing more confident in this trade, so I'll go ahead and add another one. Keep our stop where it is, 462. 462.50. I think we're okay there. Let's see. I think my guitar is tuned. A little sharp again. I keep this, I'm out in my garage, and I keep this guitar out here in the garage, so it's not really temperature controlled. Can't really blame the guitar much. Let's just say as the temperature goes up and down, strings get tighter and looser, you know, so it happens. Bears are probably trying to figure out, you know, they're thinking right now, right? Like, what was that move all about? Doesn't make any sense. Some player in the Asian session has been accumulating over the past, like, few days. Somebody, I think, has maybe some insider information on, you know, China, or they just have a more awareness of China's state of affairs right now and how ready they really are to come to the table and come up with a new trade situation with the U.S. That's my guess. I mean, that's because I've seen this at the end of these sessions over and over again. Somebody in Asia wakes up every morning and they're like, oh, okay, these are still good prices. Hit the buy button. Whoop. And then all the day traders are like, what's going on? You know? Oh, man, funny stuff. Funny stuff. Hey, look, nobody wants to come in and sell. They're like, oh no, we don't know what's going to happen. Still a lot of fear and uncertainty out there, even in the midst of greed amongst many. Still a lot of fear. Especially the more level-headed, reasonable minds, you know. Because, I mean, do we have a good economy right now? I don't know. Maybe we do, but we got to remember what we just went through for the last 4 years, people. I mean, we were not left in a good state of affairs. I'm sorry if that offends you, whatever political persuasion you are of, whatever, you know, blue army, red army, NPC, you know, whatever. I just know what reality is, and I'm pretty sure most people weren't, you know, in a good shape for the past 4 years. But we'll see. We'll see, man. I don't think this is gonna. I don't think there's another major player that's gonna just come in and boost these prices up again. You know, I'm expecting a slow, steady grind upwards. This is just an anomaly. Some rich Asian person who's just anticipating the bull run to come. And I'm pretty sure they have a range too. So every night that they see these prices in a certain range, mainly to the upside, they're going to be like, oh, okay, buy. You know? That's what I'm thinking is going on. And I'm thinking that since Besset, I guess his name is going over to China, maybe we're getting something done. I know China likes to put on a, you know, a good face, but I think the truth of it is like, they really need this trade deal with the U.S. And Trump is, you know, still talking tough. And I don't think it's just talk. I think he really will just keep those tariffs up there. You don't care. Bring manufacturing back to the U.S. Make America great again. Whoop, whoop. We'll see what happens. You know what? I might actually just tomorrow invest in like an option call like 2 weeks out and just let that play out. And once that China news starts coming out and more trade deals coming through, that momentum up will just be like out of this world. Maybe a very profitable trade there. That's what I might do. And of course, I'll be with you still every night, practicing the paper trades. See, they're still hesitant. Come on, there's like a juicy fair value gap right there. Just take it, people. Don't be so scared. It's okay. The boogeyman's gone, I think. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red candles in a row. Purple is below the gold on the RSI. We're up top. It's just reasonable. Go ahead. Let's go. You want to drop to at least here. You know, there's a gap here. Let's go. Just sell. Don't be scared. I mean, if that doesn't look like it's ready to just drop off a cliff, I don't know what does. I think that move up just caught everybody off guard. I didn't know what to do with it. Caught me off guard. It came out of nowhere. Even though I was on the winning side of that, but still. Yeah, gonna have to replace these strings pretty soon. Sound a little dull. Man, slow mover. Okay, finally, we got something here. Okay, let's just lock this in. 162, that's good enough for me. Man, this is just so slow. It just needs to break. People are just terrified. I think they're coming to their senses though. Oh, slow moving. Slow moving. So you know there's buyers and sellers right now. More sellers than buyers. But no stops, see? No stops. So whoever bought that, they're in it for the long haul. No doubt about it. And I bet you nobody even bought up here. I mean, nobody did. They're like, no way, I'm not going long there. Okay, so we're back down in our. Back down here in the RSI. I mean, it's looking okay. Maybe it's time for a buy. We'll DCA into a position down here. That's what we'll do. And I'm going to keep my stop a little larger. Playing with house money, right? I don't mind having to stop at like 4,000, whatever. I don't expect to lose that much, but sometimes you just never know what's going to happen here. So the wider the stop we can have, the better. And again, we're playing like we have a $10,000 account, so it's like 14,275 right now. So all the extra I'm willing to play with as far as having better stops in. And I think this is probably better right here. So, nah. Right here. 2 levels down. And we'll DCA into here and here. That's my plan. But true direction is north right now. You know, even if this was an anomaly, I would still say, hey, I think everybody's a little timid as far as selling right now. And I'd much rather be stuck on the short side on the long. You know, much rather be stuck going long than going short. Because as I said, you know, unlimited profit up here, limited down here. And from the looks of it right now, there's a lot more reward to the upside. Maybe a little bit more risk, but I don't know. I think the potential right now is just way higher on the upside. Seems like some agent over there has got insider info. And what may that be? Well, China. That's what. I think it's kind of funny how nobody really cares about what's going on in India, too. I think that's kind of humorous. It's like, oh, India just struck Pakistan with some missiles. Could be the start of World War III for all we know. And nobody's really covering it at all. I don't know. It's all kind of funny to me. And I mean funny queer, not funny haha. What's gonna happen here? What's gonna happen? Thinking a little bounce, maybe. I actually expect it to come down a little further. Look at that, we got the POC up here now. See that? Brand new POC formed. Just shot it up, consolidated, new POC. We may just come down and form another, put back to this POC again. I don't know. But as she comes down, we'll go ahead and add to our long position, especially as the RSI comes to a more reasonable place. But I don't mind having one runner right now. It's one of my little girls playing outside in the front yard at night. You should probably tell them to go in. So, yeah, it's really looking weak. I might just go ahead and reverse this position at break even, or maybe hopefully with a little bit of profit, maybe. But I don't expect this to go up past this POC. I think this is heavy resistance now. So we're ready. We are ready. I do think we may have enough strength to just bounce up and bounce up to that POC again, but I don't know. It's really not looking on our side as the bulls right now, so I'm going to reverse. Yeah. Why not? I think that POC will defend us. I'm going to go ahead and add one more too. Nah, we'll just have one. We'll leave it at one. Let's not add. Let's keep our let's keep the odds in our favor for now. But it really is looking pretty weak. It's what I would call like the little mini bear flag right here. So I expect to drop pretty soon. Or maybe a inverse cup and handle, huh? Whatever crazy patterns people like to use. Don't really trust any kind of pattern in this market right now. Such low volume. The institutions can just make you see whatever they want you to see. And it doesn't cost them much to do so either. So just be cautious out there, folks. It's dangerous. As a matter of fact, since I think I figured out what this exactly is, I'm gonna say this is a lion market still. Whoever's doing that though, they have enough confidence to do that, and they're in Asia. All points to China or Japan to me. So because what I see here on the way down, you see a little dip in volume, but really it's maintained and a slight uptick there, right? And then you see green, lesser volume though. I think the buyers are out. I think that was just the big move of the night. I might actually just add two. I hate it because, but you know what? I think we're a little hasty on that bull emblem just yet. Still lying, so we're going to go both ways. We can make money both ways, right? Why not both? And we'll keep our rule 500. I don't see any strength. We're way up here. POC's right above us. We're bouncing underneath the upper band of this VWAP right now. I expect next stop around here somewhere. I could be wrong. You never know. I've seen huge green candles on super low volume anyway. What are you gonna do when nobody's in the market? It's unpredictable. You don't know where the price is gonna go. It's just that one person says, "Hey, I'll buy it way up here," and then bam, you got a huge green candle on no volume. But that's the way it goes. No complaints. Win or lose, no regrets. Just improvement. Yeah. So whoever the market maker is in play right now, they want to keep this down. And they're saying no more because I'm seeing buyer absorption a lot. So much so that it moved the POC down a little bit. So I do expect a drop here. I might just keep adding to this position. Put the stop up here. But it's risky. It is risky because you never know. This dude probably just like waiting again, buy some more. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I may regret it though once I see this thing start flying down. I'll be like, oh, I should have added. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna follow my gut here. I'm pretty confident in this. Nothing is screaming bullish right now to me. We're at the end of this. All that momentum taken out. You know, people were just FOMO buying right here, especially here. Got a new POC formed. It's yeah, sellers. I mean, buyers just getting absorbed left and right by a market maker. Looks like wanted to just slap this back down as soon as the bulls give up here. Once they come to their senses, this thing is just gonna break. A bunch of people gonna get stopped out selling. Maybe profit taking. I don't know. I don't think this is a long player right here. I don't think this is short term right here. So let's see. Let's see if this risky play plays out. When you have big swings like this, folks, you got to take a little bit more risk, I guess. So hey, whatever. I wouldn't do this in normal market conditions, but I think it's warranted. Anyway, I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Got my coffee. So we did get a little bounce. I mean, that's cool. Still not scared. Still not screaming bullish to me. Right at the POC. Steady rejection. That means buyers are getting absorbed. And the more buyers that are absorbed, the less buyers we have. Unless, of course, they're DCAing, but I don't know. Can't beat the market maker. Can't beat the big money. If the big money says, hey, man, this is too crazy. We're going back down. That's what we're doing. Yeah. Okay. Volume's coming in on a red candle. We're good. All right. So you saw that spike up, right? So what it looks like right now is there's no sellers in the market. Looks like market maker wants to buy, but there's no one selling. So they got to induce some seller. And where do you sell? Higher prices. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Looks pretty scary, but I don't know. Still no volume on that. I mean, look, good portion of that volume is just selling. So maybe we're just seeing 1 minute traders doing their thing right now. I mean, is this a bull flag? I have no idea. I mean, I don't think so. Do not think so. But I think we're established a little trend here. Just got to see that POC break down. Inverse cup and handle, people. Inverse cup and handle. Come on. These patterns, these magical patterns and pixie dust always work, right? Heck, I should be adding to my position right now. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Maybe they need buyers. Maybe they need buyers. You know? Maybe they had to get it above this POC for a second and do some buying, and then they just suppress the prices, building up their short positions for this upcoming pullback. Now, is it going to pull back all the way back down to here? Like, back down to the demand zone? Have no clue. This is what I've been expecting. Maybe I've just been, my timing has been off, but I do expect, gradual pullback down to here before going up in his blast off time. But then again, over the weekend, some China news coming out. Maybe we've seen it. Maybe it's done. Maybe we're, and maybe it's time for a liftoff here. You know, give it a day or two, or give it the weekend. But I don't know. Still inclining towards the bearish side for tomorrow and the rest of the week. You know, and then green week next week. Maybe green on Friday, and then sets it all up for next week. As I said, I'm thinking I might just buy a call somewhere tomorrow. Maybe when the market dips far enough, I'll buy a call 2 weeks out and see how it goes on the spy. That is targeting like maybe 570 strike price. Not sure. Or if this thing just gets too weird, I might just stay out and just invest in some oil, like I was saying before. So really, what I think this is just a double top for me. It's my opinion. Yeah, so scratch that. I really do think it just looks to me like market makers looking for sellers right now. They need to enter into long positions. They know this thing's turning up. And they're probably paying attention to the Asian sessions too, and how we've seen moves like this 2 nights in a row. Actually, I think more. I'm gonna have to do some research, go back a little bit. But I think the institutions are realizing, hey, we're this is done. The fear is over. We're getting into greed. People are getting greedy, and so yeah, I think we're gone. Congrats to whoever has been buying in the past couple of weeks. That's really bold, and congrats to you. I would say I think we're good. If you're holding long positions right now, I think you're excellent. I don't see this thing really dropping off the cliff anymore. It just doesn't look that way to me. It looks like market maker, lets it go up, you know, suppresses it a little bit, but still trying to find sellers to buy from. And how they do that, they just let it go up. Because I mean, this move could have been stopped with a breaker order right here, but it wasn't. Why? Because we need to induce selling up here. They need to get guys like me to go short, like I am right now. So, so that they can buy, bring it back down. Well, so that they can buy from the sellers. I don't know. These big swings. Huh. Yeah, I'm not so sure market maker's going to be propping the prices up anymore. What they're going to be doing is more like this, suppressing the prices, looking for sellers. A whole lot can change in a day. A whole lot can change. real quick. And who knows what's happening? We're in a transition, I believe, from bear to bull. And that transition is tough. It's very tough trading right now. Day trading, anyway. That's why I'm not trading futures with real money right now. It's dangerous. We've been succeeding, though, in our paper trading account. We've been successful so far. Haven't blown our account yet, which actually kind of surprises me, but. So maybe that was a bull flag. I don't know. Maybe this is just a liquidity sweep. But I do think we got to go back down to this POC. And I think we're going to flip it. And I think we're going to reach down here somewhere. Look at that band. And look how high we are on the RSI. If it wasn't like this, barring these, if this wasn't like this, if the volume wasn't so low, if I didn't see these wicks, I would probably just get out and say, hey, let's go long. But nah, I'm going to wait. If I lose, I lose. Whatever. This may be the final trade of the night. We're kind of in it for the long haul here. All right, folks. So this may be it for us. We may be losing all our profits, but I'm going to go ahead and add one. 5 contracts. I'm keeping this above the high of day, previous high of day. I really, I really am more confident that this is going to go down. You know what? I think we got room for one more. There we go. We're going to risk it for the biscuit, just like last night. Sometimes you got to do this. Whatever. I'm willing to do it. Each tick is good amount. There we go. We're super overbought. But I don't know what that means. What does that mean to the market maker? Nothing really. uh, except how to manipulate guys like us into strengthening our short positions. But if it comes up here, I expect it to just reject pretty good. And our entry has averaged out to where the VWAP, top of the VWAP is. So that's good. That's good. You know, I think we've positioned ourselves a little better this way. Because I have a feeling I may get stopped out before this thing dropped. So that's why I moved my stop and increased my position. We'll see if it works out, you know. It's a bold move, but hey, you got to be a lionheart right now. This market's crazy. This market's cray cray. All right, this could be it, folks. I mean, we're right there at the previous high of day. They could just spike right through and stop me out. I'm not going to try to catch the reverse. I'm not going to be stubborn. I don't have anything to prove tonight. If I get stopped out, we just reset. Tomorrow's another day, and we'll give another whack at it. Start from scratch again. But haven't blown the account just yet. Still got 10K to play with if we get stopped out here. If we lose, if we lose, we lose. This is interesting though. Hmm. I thought we would have like just a pullback of some kind, but no, we're just slowly grinding up, slowly grinding up. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I'm just too smart for my own good, or just dumb. I mean, whatever. Just overthinking it. Still, such low volume. What are you gonna do? You should expect bigger swings on lower volume. Yep, that's it. That's all she wrote, folks. Tough night. Tough night. And boy, did it break through. It broke through good. And I'm just gonna leave it alone. We are at 99,300, and we'll just start over tomorrow. And you know what? I think we're just gonna try to find that one winner and just move our stops to a good place and just try to catch a runner. I wasn't expecting this. I mean, but the market's been full of surprises lately, so I'm thinking people are excited about that visit to China over the weekend. That's why we're so bullish right now. And we're gonna see. We're gonna see how the weekend plays out. So I don't know. We're due for a pullback, but people's emotions and sentiment right now is on the bullish side. I'm gonna wait for that pullback before I go back in. So I think tomorrow, gonna stay out of the options game and probably just start investing in crude oil because I expect it to reverse soon. Make a little bit of money off of that. Keep our eye on the SPY. And once we get a good pullback to a good level again, and we stop seeing stuff like this, maybe some red candles on the way down, and loss in momentum on the daily. Let's see what the daily actually looks like. Where is the RSI on the daily? See, it's still up high. So we're due for a pullback, but people want to just keep pushing this up. So, hey, who might argue? Look at that daily candle, though. It's massive right now. But looks like a big old bull flag forming. You know, we could drop up, down, up. But yeah, I'm just looking for that next red candle down. Let's look at the weekly actually. Weekly is crazy. Got a big old bottom wick. So, what does that look like to me? Looks like similar to the move we just saw at the beginning. Well, just at the beginning of our session. Big wick down. Still a red body. So, still red on the week, but I'm thinking we turn green at the end. And I'm going to be looking for just one or two red weeklies again. Bring us back into these levels. And then off we go. And when it comes back down, I will get my cash together and buy a call. But still looking for that pullback somewhere. So look at that. We were here at the bottom and then we just rocketed up here. Crazy artificial move there, in my opinion. But we'll see how it goes. You know, you could have everything figured out and you could be all right about everything. It doesn't matter. You're still losing. I'd rather win than be right. Okay. Markets are kind of irrational now. Greed is taking over. We're going to make America great again. Golden age is coming, baby. But still, I'm out with my real money for a little while out of this market anyway. Gonna just wait for the next red weekly because I have a feeling that over the next 2 days, Thursday and Friday, this thing's gonna turn green and we're gonna see a green hammer. And who knows what to do with that? I mean, we're right in the middle of the RSI on the weekly, but really high on the daily. But again, as we just saw, it doesn't really mean anything because look at this. We're way overbought right now on the 5 minute. And it doesn't show any signs of coming back. Not just yet. You know, we just busted through. I mean, we got a top wick up there, but so what? This is going to be a heavy support now. Bounce and just keep going. Who am I to argue? Anyway, tough day. But that's how she rolls sometimes, you know. Hey, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? A lot of people had their stops up here. Yeah, the Bears tried, man. Bears tried. They were trying down here, especially. They all got stopped out. They tried again, stopped. And then they were like, okay, let's just, yeah, they just kept trying. And they succeeded for a little bit, but that's probably profit taken too from here. Maybe. Whoever got in on this. And then, boom, 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 boom. Up we go. That shows me bullish the next 2 days, but I'm going to stay out. I mean, the current state of affairs out there is just really mixed and crazy. We're in a transition period. Lesson learned today, you know, with my options trading. We're going to stay out during FOMC days and during transitions from, you know, bear market to bull market. Anyway, if any of you watched this video, thank you. Please subscribe and share and like. Just need 50 subscribers to go live. I don't want to buy any bots to subscribe to me. I would rather not have bots subscribed. Rather be organic. And I could have probably done a lot better tonight with some help. People would have probably been telling me on this move up, hey, just hold. Because look at that. Look at that divergence on those two averages. That is a lot of momentum. And I sold it when it was right around here. The purple was up here. Gold was down here. So lesson learned, right? let your momentum indicator just tell you, keep holding. Just keep holding. But look at this. This is crazy. Anyway, lesson learned. You know, if I had a team with me, they would probably like, nah, just hold, man, hold. And then on the pullback, you know, they would have probably still been telling me, hey, just hold. It's going to bounce right back up. And lo and behold, I'd be like, I don't know, could turn out to be a $10,000 trade if I would have held that first one. So lesson learned. We're going to reset and we'll get back at it tomorrow with a fresh mind. You know, I'm not going to give up on the futures paper trading. Still want to get better. So in a bullish mindset now, you know, I mean, what can I say? I think it's time. But I am looking for the pullback, but that's probably not going to happen until next week. We might get I'm thinking red candle for next week, next weekly red. That's my analysis. Anyway, this is A Team Trading Strategies signing off.